Hey guys, this is Bash Prime, and this video is going to show you how to get the Frigate crash site item by sequence breaking, doing some tricks where you don't need stuff like gravity suit or space jump to be able to reach this missile up here. Or if you're playing a randomizer, where this will also be very much helpful for your routing, allow you to get this item, whatever it is, maybe a suit, a beam, some type of logic upgrade that you might need to progress into the seed. Much earlier than intended, right? So normally you would have space jump boots and gravity suit for this, and then just by default you would need morph ball and missiles to be able to get into this room. So let's say you have gravity suit and space jump. So for those of you that played casually, you've probably just jumped on these vines and then just jumped straight forward, and there you go. There's your item, right? Well, you don't necessarily need those two items. What I normally do is, usually I'll make this one of my earliest checks in a randomizer. So I enter this room. So this is the door that eventually goes into landing site. So I'm coming in. I'll turn to my left and lock onto the sap sack, and then I'll scan dash off of it. That's more of just a speed strat, a time saver to get to this part of the room quicker. You don't have to do this. This part though, you do have to. You will need to do if you want to do the fast and, quite honestly, the best way to get this item without gravity suit or space jump. So what I'll do is I'll stand on this rock here next to the edge of the water, and then what I'll do here is say hi to Silicon Veil. What I'll do here is I'll lock onto this sap sack and then scan dash off of it, and then what I'll do is I'll bend. You want to bend your dash forward, and what I'll do is I'll normally you okay? What I'll normally do is I'll hold between up and up left on the stick, so in between those two notches, somewhere in between is fine. You can even hold it straight forward if with a decent dash, but that'll get you to the item without a problem. Again, you don't need space jump or gravity suit. Space jump might give you a little more leeway if you're having trouble. If you're having trouble with dashes in general, I will be linking a Big F and Eagles movement guide in the description, and he covers how to properly do dashes in that video. I highly recommend watching it. There's other really useful tricks in there too that are great for speedrunning, for randomizer, routing, a lot of really cool basic movement that just works with a lot of sequence breaks in this game. Now this dash becomes a little bit harder if you do have, let's say you don't have space jump but you have gravity suit. What will happen is when you enter the water, you'll just immediately fall down much faster than you would without it. You'll kind of just slowly sink down instead of just outright falling down with the usual like air physics because you have gravity suit. So you can still get this item with the dash. What I normally do is I'll do the same thing. I'll dash and then bend it somewhere between up and up left on the stick. And then right here, right when I'm like about to reach the ledge and I'm hitting the wall here, what I'll do is I'll move my stick from up left to straight up, so I'm moving straight forwards. Without gravity suit, what I'll do is I'll just hold down L to stop my movement, and then I'll hold forward, usually at the same time, right? So hold up on the stick to move straight forward. With gravity suit, what you'll do instead is, instead of holding L, so you're gonna hold up on the stick. Instead of holding L, you'll morph instead, like this. I was too far to the left, so that didn't work, but you can kind of see I had more than enough height to reach this. With a good dash, you don't actually need to do the morph, but the morph will give you a little bit more time in the air so that you'll have a bit more leeway with landing on the ledge. So again, with a proper dash, you can just jump in here you can land on that ledge without a problem. But if you're having trouble, like I did when I was first learning this, so right here, just morph and you're good. It makes the last part of that dash a lot more consistent. Again, especially if you don't have space jump boots but have gravity suit. Otherwise, if you have gravity, or if you don't have either, so again, this is what I normally do. Is I'll hold down L right as I'm like right above the ledge and pretty much hitting the wall. I'll hold L and then just hold up and move forwards, and that makes it a lot more consistent from my experience. Now, maybe you're finding this dash a little tough. If you have Grapple Beam, if I can actually find it. what you can do is just this. You can grapple onto this ledge here, and then just hold forward into the ledge and land right here that way. Pretty consistent. Now, if you don't have Grapple Beam, but you have Space Jump boots, so let's say you have Space Jump but no other items, so you don't have Grapple, you don't have Gravity Suit, and you're just not comfortable doing the dash. This was like the kind of the easier strat that I learned before I figured out how to do the dash. Basically, there's like this little divot here in the sand. So like this part here is up higher. On the right side, it's kind of up higher. So basically, just to show you, I'm facing the crashed frigate. So behind me, so I'll turn around. That's where the rock is and where the door leading to landing site is. So if you're facing towards the crash site, or the crashed frigate, you can see this corner here, and you'll see like there's this upside down L kind of seam, and then right to its left there's like a almost like a skinny lightning bolt. It's more of a straight line. What you can do is slope jump off of the straight line with space jump, and that'll give you a huge boost underwater in height. Again, underwater slope jumps without gravity suit are just, you get an insane amount of height, and with space jump, you usually have more than enough height in your jump to work with from both the slope jump and then just getting more height. It's just a matter of just getting the right, having the right positioning so that you gain a bunch of speed. So I hit the wall, so I just lost all my upwards momentum. And then if you had a gravity suit, you would just do the normal strat of jumping from the vines. In either case, there's also another alternative to the dash if you don't have like any items, so you don't have gravity suit, you don't have space jump. There's this like rock here, like this sort of part of the sand as you're going into the lake underwater, and you could just slope jump off of it. So see how I'm like quickly getting height if I move forward like that? Right when that happens, I'll jump. I'll get a bunch of height underwater, and then as long as you're close enough to the ledge, you can usually make it. So let's see if I can try this again. So that's not going to be enough height, but that'll give you an idea of being able to do the slope jump without space jump boots or gravity suit. Just as long as you're starting a jump off. It's a little precise, but it's more of just a little more difficult to learn, but easy to master. So it's just more of a learning curve than anything else. I don't recommend that slope jump in particular. Instead, I just recommend, really, this dash is so worth it. It's the fastest method to get this item. You don't need any items for it besides needing missiles and morph ball just to get into this room. It's awesome, right? So hopefully this helped improve your routing a little bit in terms of randomizer. Again, this allows you to get this item much earlier than intended. Normally you would need gravity suit and space jump in like a glitchless seed. But this allows you to come in here. Maybe you're doing another early Talon routing in, checking Artifact Temple and stuff. This just gives you an additional check that's really nice for early game. It just allows you to be a bit more thorough than you otherwise would be. So again, hope this helps. Thanks again for watching. I'll be putting a bunch of these guides in a playlist that you can find on my YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. I stream on Twitch a lot. You can follow me on twitch.tv/bashprime. I'll include all that useful social media stuff alongside the tutorial on like dashing and stuff. The Big F and Eagles movement guide. He's an awesome speedrunner. Has an awesome movement guide. Again, that'll be in the video description, so I recommend checking that out. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys later.